morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I got on today to do a little get ready with me using some of my favorite products from this month. I hope you like and enjoy this video, and if you want to see how it comes out, and I want to see how it comes out, just keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to start with, and pardon any noise, I have visitors visiting me this week. My parents came from New York to visit, and they're just mulling around, relaxing and enjoying themselves. But filming's got to be done. So what are we going to start with? We're going to start with my favorite primer, and I know, oh no, first we're going to put our hair up. And so we're going to start with primer, and my favorite primer is continuing to be this e.l.f. one, and I have the matte putty primer and the poreless putty primer, and you know, I combine them. I use one around the perimeter, one in the center. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. My skincare is obviously already done. Okay, so this is continuing to be my favorite primer. It's just making sure my makeup is holding up so well in this Florida heat, and nothing's melting, nothing's being eaten away. It's wonderful. e.l.f. really does have some amazing hero products, and you know, a lot of people sleep on e.l.f., but they really shouldn't. Which a paper towel. I don't like feeling product on my fingers. Okay, so moving on to foundation. I have two this month that I absolutely love, and one is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint. Mine is in 7.5. I think everybody loves this foundation this month. Charlotte Tilbury really hit it out of the park with this one. My other one that I really love is the Tier Mask Fit Red Cushion Tier Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation, and I have it in the color 29N. Another really good foundation. To me, they're about the same coverage, so depending on what I feel like, I use them both a lot this month. But today I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, and I just put it on straight from the stick, and I go in with an initial layer to see how it goes on, and then if I need extra anywhere else, I just add extra. So I'm gonna use today, let's see, I'm gonna use my It Cosmetics brush and my trusty dusty mirror, and I'm just gonna go in and spread it around my face. This foundation, as mentioned before, is sheer, obviously, duh, it's in the name. But ooh, I hate getting makeup on my ears, but it is sheer coverage, but you can build some of it up, like if you want extra. Like for example, for my sunspots, I want a little bit extra. So before I go in with a concealer and see if it needs to be covered up, I'll put a little bit more on, just to make sure that I have the coverage that I want with it. Again, I'm so sorry about all the extra noise, but there's a lot of people in this house and they all gotta talk. So just spreading it everywhere around, getting it on my neck, my ears, and when I'm satisfied with the amount of coverage I have on, I'll go in with my concealer and cover up my under eyes. Okay, for concealer this month, I've really been getting back into this House Labs what is it? Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really say. The House Labs concealer, and I have it in the color 21 light medium neutral. And I find that now that it's getting a lot hotter here in Florida, and obviously I'm getting more tan, but I find that I need a little bit more coverage under my eyes, only because the heat is just melting the concealer off, which is really funny because I have extremely dry under eyes, as I've mentioned before. So really, I don't know what is going on over there, but I found that this House Labs concealer holds better on me. Maybe because it's, you know, a little bit more full coverage, but I don't know, it does a better job with hanging on to my under eye with dryness and everything. So also another thing, in the summertime, I do like my layers to be, I'm sure like everyone else, I like them to be a little thinner. So putting on, I know it seems a little bit counterintuitive, but putting on a heavier, thicker concealer makes me put on less layers than if I were to use a lighter concealer. Like Say is still very much a favorite concealer of mine, but it is a lot lighter. And it is a lot more, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more, it's creamier, no. It's more liquidy, I guess. It's not really a liquid concealer, but it's more liquidy. And I feel like I need to put a lot more layers on now that it's way hotter than it was, say, a month ago. But I still love it. But right now in the heat, for some reason, the House Labs works way better for me. Okay, now that that's done, I want to show you guys again my favorite cream stick, whatever count. My God, I cannot talk today, guys. My contour stick. So it's e.l.f. And the packaging on this is horrendous. It's leaking everywhere, but for the price, I'm going to swallow it and I'm going to use it because honestly, this product is so wonderful and it's so, I don't have like words to just describe how wonderful this product is. It blends like a dream and it lasts all day on me. Oh, I might have put on a little too much because the packaging, but it's okay. We'll work with it. It is an amazing product for the price that it costs, worth every penny, and truly is an amazing product. I mean, look at this. Look how nice it is. And I only use work with like one part of my face at a time because I like to make sure that it's even, it's well blended, and I don't want to have to rush to blend out the other part in case it dries up, you know? Okay, let's make sure everything is nicely blended. Let's see how it looks in the view finder over here. Beautiful. So now whoever's walking around, okay, we're just gonna blend everything together. Make sure everything is nicely marinated. Okay. So at this point, I don't really feel like I need a powder, but I will put a little bit on and I will show you which powder I have been loving. So it's the Natasha Denona High Glam Powder Foundation. I have it in NP7. This is such an amazing product. Today, I'm going to use it as an overall setting powder, but if you wanted to use it as a foundation, It works beautiful as that as well. I have used it like that, but I do find that for me, using it as a setting powder works best, especially right now in all of this heat, and it's a favorite of this month. So I have been using it and loving it, and I do really highly recommend it, especially if you're somebody who is oily, or you know, whose makeup just gets eaten up throughout the day in the heat. I'm gonna tell you that it holds up in the Florida heat. It's amazing. All right, moving on to my favorite blushes, and I have two that I loved so far this month. And the reason why I put powder on is because I wanted to show you guys how wonderful these work over powder, even though they are liquid blushes. So the two that I'm going to talk about, they're both a very similar color, is the Say Dew Blush in Baby and the Luminous, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint in 53. It doesn't really say the color, but 53. All right, so I'm gonna use, they're very cool toned pink blushes, and I'm gonna put one on one cheek and one on the other, and you guys are just gonna see how wonderfully beautiful they are and how well they work over powder. So I don't go in and dot it on there ever, so unless I'm showing you something, but I'm gonna put it on my cheek, and I'm going to put it on my cheek. God, what is going on? Maybe I need some coffee. Haven't had enough this today yet. Magic. I love coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, and I'm going to, let's do a little bit more. It just gives like a slight hint of the most beautiful pink hue. So that was the Say, and now I'm gonna wipe this off, and I'm going to use the Armani one on the other side. Now it's a little bit lighter than the Say one. Just let me put it next to it. But I feel like the effect is pretty similar on the cheek. So that's the Say, and that's the Armani. But on the cheek, I feel like they're very similar. You tell me, do you guys see? I wiped my beauty blender as well. Do you guys see the difference? I don't. That's the Say, that's the Armani. Beautiful pinks. Nothing got lifted up underneath. Nothing got moved around. It's amazing. I love these blushes. I mean, some of the best liquid blushes that I own. Okay, now for my bronzer, guys, I have fell back in love with this Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in Stone Street. Ever since I did my bronzer declutter, I have been going back into like the bronzers that I have, and I've been using this one for a little bit, and it's just, it's beautiful. So let me get a little fluffy brush, this Mario, and it has a little bit of a like a red undertone, which looks amazing with a tan. So, and it's a great color during the winter time. It's a little bit too dark for me, but right now it works beautifully. Whoop. Hair's gotta be fixed, but you know me, I am how I am. Okay, so you see how this bronzer has that like red undertone coming through, which I think personally looks beautifully on a tan skin tone, and right now it works beautifully for me. So again, Bobbi Brown Stone Street Beautiful Bronzer. Powder blush this month, what I have been loving is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow Pink Lilac. We all know I love my regular pink one that Dior makes, but this one is just, it has just something so magical about this color. I don't know. So we're gonna put a wee bit on, a little bit on the nose, and it just comes out looking so beautiful, and it gives just such a healthy, I guess, you know, healthy, rosy, young, fresh look, which we all love and we all chase after. And I think it looks beautiful on me, if I do say so myself. Moving on, let's do a little bit of highlighter. So I have 3 that I have been loving this month. 2 of them, one is cream, one is liquid, and one is powder. So for my cream highlighter is the Danessa Myricks under, what is it called? What are they called? Lowlighters, right? And it's in the color Unbothered. Then for my liquid, I love the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer in Nude. And I'm going to actually mix all of them together just because I want to glow, and I think to show you all how nicely they all look. So first I'm going to go in with this cream one, and I'm going to lightly pat it right on top of the of my cheek, and then I'm going to put a little bit on my brow bone. So I don't know, like if you could tell, it's morphing together with my blush, and it's creating a beautiful rosy color. What's magical about this particular color itself is that when I wear a pink blush, it shows more pink. When I wear a peach or coral blush and put this on top, it shows up more coral. So they are duochrome. I don't know if that's how they're described, but they are duochrome lowlighters. So obviously in some lights they're pink, in some lights they're purple, in some lights they're peach. I mean, this one is just amazing. I love it so much. It's been on my desk since I got it, and I don't think I'm gonna put it down this summer because it's magical. I mean, Danessa Myricks really knows what she's doing with her products. There's no ifs, buts, or coconuts about it. Okay, next I'm gonna go on top and put a little bit of this nude Dior Forever Glow, and I'm gonna use my fingers for that because I really want to just put just a tiny little bit. So I'm gonna put it on with my finger. I put it on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna pat it out and put it like right on top, like right here, just to give it a little zhuzh, a little je ne sais quoi, if you will. Just a little bit on top of my brow bone, and I think it looks amazing. So overall, I think we could leave it at that if we want, but we're not going to. What we're going to do is I rediscovered, another rediscovery this month is Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Golden Flower Crown. Guys, I cannot begin to describe how I feel when I use this highlighter. I had forgotten how amazing these highlighters were until I repurchased it for a drugstore video that I was doing. And holy moly. Woo! Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So that's that. And it's so cheap. Like, honestly, one of the best highlighters out there. Super, super affordable. I'm just going to do a little more blush just so I blend out all the highlighters and bronzer, and we're going to move on to the eyes. All right, for eyes, I have actually 2 eyeshadow palettes that I've been loving this month. Eyeshadow palette number 1 is the Byredo Mineralscapes. And this is what it looks like inside. It's gorgeous. I've been using it so much. Like, you can even see like the little dips in them. I've been loving this eyeshadow, but the other one that I've been very, very into is the Natasha Denona Golden palette, the new one. It is also very, very beautiful. I'm sure everyone has seen them. They are honestly the best. What I do feel like we haven't really gotten many eyeshadow releases this month. So the pickings were slim, but even so, I did find that these eyeshadow palettes were beautiful, and I really, really do love them. All right, so I'm going to do a look with both of them. I'm going to mix the 2 palettes together and use some shadows from one palette, some shadows from another, and we'll go from there. I think I want to do like a little warm-ish, purplish kind of look to go with the lilac theme. So I'm going to start with Aria, and I'm gonna put that all over my crease, my non-existent hooded crease. And I'm just going to map out my crease. Duh. And I normally put my crease color, my blending color, whatever you like to call it, everywhere, because my hooded eye is so hooded. I like for the shadow color to come through. I like to also flick the corner up because, you know, again, gravity is taking its toll and my eyes are drooping, but it's okay. It's all right. It is what it is. We work with what we got. Aging is beautiful. We all should feel privileged that we get to age. So we're not complaining. We're helping and working with what we got. Whatever I do on top, I will do on the bottom as well. So I'm gonna put the color Aria on the bottom lash line as well, and connect the corner and flick it up. Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna move into the Mineralscapes palette. I have 2 colors that I was, wanting to work with. So the first color is this purple one, this one right here, and the second one is like this lilac-y grayish color right here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this one in the outer corner and that one sort of all over the lid, kind of, and see how that looks. I don't know, what are their names? This one is called, it's on the bottom, it's called Blue Dream, and the purple one is called Steel Ray. So let's use Blue Dream. all over the lid. Oh wow, it is such a beautiful color, guys, and it's going on like, this is my first Byredo palette, and I don't know what took me so long. I don't know how many they came out with before. I believe 2 other ones before this one came out, the last year and the year before, and I just never even thought about it. But I have to tell you, I'm sold on these eyeshadows because it literally put itself on by itself, and blended, and there's no patchiness, nothing. Gorgeous. Okay, now going into the other one, the Steel Ray, and I'm gonna put it in the corner, in the outer corner, and then I'm gonna blend the two together. So it's slightly darker than the one I put on before. So you sort of see dimension, but the tones are so similar that it ends up looking beautiful together. Okay, so I'm not going to go with these colors on the bottom because it's still daytime and I don't want to look like I have a smoky eye to go to the gym. Even though if that's your thing, that's okay. We don't judge. So, oh, look at that. It's just, honestly, these shadows put themselves on, blend themselves out, make your bed, do your dishes, do your laundry, and so on and so forth. Okay. I mean, look how gorgeous. Wow. But I do want to put a little sparkle on in the center. So I'm going to go in with Aura right here and put it a little bit in the center. And what it's going to do is, not only is it going to bring a little sparkle into the center of the eye, but also because it is like a warmer gold color, white gold, it's going to bring a little warmness back into the look. So I'm going to put right in the center. Oh, gorgeous. I'm obsessed with these two palettes. Honestly, I'm so happy. I wasn't going to purchase, but I'm so happy that I did. And I love it. I love them. If you don't have them, I don't know if the Byredo is still around, but Natasha Denona Gold palette still is. Okay, I don't have any new mascara or eyebrow palettes, or my favorite ones. They're still the same. It's my voluminous L'Oreal and e.l.f. Brow pencil. So I'm gonna go do that off camera and I'll be right back to finish off the lips with you because I do have some favorites for that. Eyebrows and eyelashes are on, and we're gonna finish off this look with my favorite lip products, lip combo for the month of June. And that is also Dior and comes from the lilac, pink lilac collection. And I have the Dior Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm in pink lilac, and I have the Lip Glow Oil in pink lilac, and I love them both. For the lip liner, I've been loving using the Makeup Forever Artist color pencils in the color Wherever Walnut. So let me put this on and show you how beautiful this combination looks on. And this one is in Wherever Walnut, and it's just, you know, it's like for me it's a My Lips But Better kind of color. And it just gives a little bit of a contour around my lips and makes the color lilac like pop out a little bit. So this is the balm. And you could tell like it smudges, you could tell like a little bit of the lilac color in there. And it smudges the pencil around, and it just, together, it just makes such a beautiful look. And the oil gives it more of this juicy little pop in the center. And that is it, my friends. This is the finished look. I do hope you like it. If you found this video interesting and you like my videos, I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you loved my monthly favorites, even though I said I won't do it, but this month had just had so many favorites that I was like, let me put them in, let me make a video and get ready with you. And I hope you like them. Let me know in the comments what your favorites were this month. Oh, before I forget, one of my last favorites this month is the Fleur Mango Mood. I'm gonna put it on right now because I'm in the mood to smell like a beautiful, luscious mango. I love this one. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.